Hi guys, it's Kathy. So today I'm doing a tutorial for you which is a little bit different to the others. Most of my others I will mix and match with various products, but this one I have decided to only use one palette plus eyeliner and mascara, and that is the NYX Matte Smoky Look One Night in Morocco palette. I've had this for a couple of months now and I like the eyeshadows, but I haven't really been doing sort of single looks just with the palette, and I'd heard a few people complaining about how they couldn't get it to work, so I thought I'd give it a go and see what I could come up with, and I came up with an incredibly dark smoky eye with very, very pale lips, and this would be absolutely perfect if you're going out clubbing or something, particularly if you're wearing like really dark black clothes, etc. So this is what I came up with. And the palette only has 8 eyeshadows, 4 lip colors and a base. So that is all we are going to be using. They're all matte colors. Well, actually, they say they're all matte colors. They're not. They have a little bit of shimmer to them, but they're pretty close. So yes, if you want to see how to get this particular look, please keep watching. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is apply the base from the palette. Mine is quite dirty because the eyeshadows do have a tendency to fall into it, but since the eyeshadows are so dark anyway, it doesn't really make any difference at all. So I'm just taking a stiff flat brush, fingers work fine, and just applying that all over, all the way up to the brow and also under the eye. Alright, taking just a flat eyebrush shader brush. This is my Urban Decay one. I am taking the white colour. Oh dear. Whoa! Try not to blind you guys, sorry. And just applying this all over my eyelid. Concentrating mostly in the first 2/3, then applying only a very little bit out here. And this particular white isn't highly pigmented, so you will have to layer it up a couple times. If you think it's too light, don't worry about it. We will be coming back and adding more light colours later. This is just to get our base. If you wanted to cheat to get more of a white, you could use a NYX Milk Jumbo Eye Pencil, but the point of this was to show you what you could do with just the palette itself. Next, I'm using a different eyeshadow brush, but again just a flat eyeshadow brush, and taking the lighter brown, taupe brown colour, this one right here. Sorry about the light, guys, I'll try and, there we go. That colour there, and we're going to be applying this just from probably the halfway point out, and we're just going to want to pat it in ever so slightly in here to mix with the white and blend it in. Alright, taking a fluffy blending brush, I'm using the MAC 224, taking the black in the palette, and basically we're just going to apply it to the outside, blend it in really well there, and then start sweeping it across up almost to the top of our brow bone and all the way down and through the crease. This does take quite a bit of patience because we're only putting a little bit on at a time. And the reason is it's obviously a lot easier to put more on than take some off. So just in the base corner and then start bringing it up so we get a lovely grey colour in the higher part of our brow bone, and then start bringing it across. Try and make it so you guys can see what I'm actually doing. Be handy, wouldn't it? If you think you've put too much on in your inner corner of the eye, so your eye shape can't really cope with it, just use your finger and wipe some of it off. It doesn't really matter. We're going to be covering it up with the browns anyway. Next, using another fluffy blending brush, this is the MAC 217, and taking the lighter brown, so that's this colour here. We're basically just going to be blending it in this section here. This will just give it a little bit of extra warmth because this is quite a cool look with all the black and grey. Alright, next for the highlight, still using the same brush. We're going to take the light cream, which is this colour here. Ooh. This colour here. And we're going to basically just apply it to the upper brow bone, and we're also going to start blending it down into the black ever so lightly just to soften it up, because otherwise it looks like someone decked you. The thing is, even though we're putting a cream on, it will end up looking grey, so don't freak out about that. That's what it's supposed to look like. Alright, once you're happy with the highlight, take a very small precision brush. I'm just using an e.l.f. small precision brush, which is just very small and very stiff bristles, and what we're going to do is line pretty well all of our under lash line with the black. And we want to make this quite a lot because we're going to blend it out and make it really smoky. Depending on your eye shape, you can bring it all the way through. Because I've got quite small eyes, I don't want to close them up too much, so I'm only going to go to maybe 2/3 in. Once you've done that, we will blend this out later on, but take the black again, and basically we're just going to do the outer V and just darken that up quite a bit so we get some really bold black colour. Now taking a smudging brush, this is a MAC 219. I'm basically just going to smudge out the black under the eye so it gives it really smoky look, so it just doesn't look like I went overboard with the black eyeliner. Alright, now that we've got that, what we're going to do is add the cream and a little bit of the light grey colour, which is in the palette, which is this colour here. And we're going to apply that to the inner part of the eye where you can sort of see the white's pretty well disappeared and we've just got basically skin tone. And this will just really, well, make it look good as opposed to, oops, she missed a spot. So you can use whatever brush you want, eyeshadow brush. I'm going to use my small precision brush just because it means I'm not going to interact too much in with the black and the grey. So I'm going to put first of all a little bit of white first, just to pale that area back up again. And then next I'm going to go in with a little bit of the cream just to warm it up. You can skip this if you're cool toned, but I'm warm toned skin, so it doesn't necessarily look that good. And then some of the light grey. That pretty well does it for the eyeshadow. Now all that's left is to put your eyeliner on. Now I'm using my NYX gel eyeliner, which is here, and just a angled, assuming I can find it, angled eyeliner brush. And I'm applying this both to the whole of my top of my lash line, and then also to my waterline. If you're a bit iffy about applying gel eyeliner to your lower lash, just use a kohl pencil. I'm just using it because it's convenient and I have it by me. And then finally we just want to put on our mascara. And both top and bottom. This look would look really good with false eyelashes, but I'm not putting any on for this video. But if you are a person who loves false eyelashes, go ahead and put them on because they'll really stand out. And there we have it, that's the eyes. We'll just zoom out now to do the lips. Ooh, wrong way. That might help. Alright, we'll try and get this lighting better for you. Ew, that's horrible. Oh, yes, that's the mirror that I was using to do this look. Good, isn't it? Alright. This will teach me for trying to do filming at night time. Right here. Not brilliant, but it'll do. So this look, this palette comes with 4 lipsticks, and I'm going to be using the lightest of the light peach colour, which is this one here. As you can see, I've already used it. So I'm just going to take a lip brush, which is over here. Just apply that all over. The reason why I've chosen the lightest colour is obviously because the eyes are just so whoa, you don't want too much on the lips. Again, if you're really wanting this lipstick to last, you'd be putting on your lip liner first, etc. But I'm trying to minimise the number of products I use. And there you have it. One full eyes and lips look using the single NYX Matte Smoky look, One Night in Morocco. Like I said, I do apologise about the lighting. I hope you can still see what it looks like. But if you have any questions at all about it, or you just need clarification on something because you couldn't quite make it out, feel free to comment below and I will get back to you. Otherwise, please leave me any sort of comment, a video response with your take on this palette and how you think it goes, or any pet hates about it. As always, please subscribe. The button is up there. And yes, until next time.